Hi, guys. Okay, all prepped up. Who are we talking about again? Oh, wait, I got the note here. Milliron, Karl Milliron? No, Milliron. Karl Milliron. Oh, Karl Milliron. Yeah, I know who he is. I'd swear he spells his name with a C, though, and not a K, but let's do this. We can do it.
Karl is one of the most determined people I've ever met, and sometimes borderline stubborn. It allows him to be hyper-focused on getting things done.
We have done a lot in the industry together, and off of his heels. Everything Karl said was, let's find a solution that's good for the industry, and it'll be good for us. And we've always worked with the whole industry in mind. And that's thinking I didn't have before I met Karl.
He sees a need prior to it being maybe public or open. He attacks it directly, and he goes for it so that you have success from the beginning.
I was with him when he first took auto parts and separated it from recycling and went out on his own, and he really developed something that was pretty amazing there. But he thought enough about the community and the people that worked there, that when it was time for him to move on to his next chapter, he worked with Jim McKinney and some of the other people over there at Parts to continue having that to be an important business and a legacy in our community.
Watching him work as a businessman has really created a lot of who I am as a businessman. Karl said to me, you know the business and you know the industry. What you don't know, I'm going to teach you, and that's how to take care of a community. One of the things Karl did, and a pure example of who he is, he's always been very passionate about the United Way. In our business, he started a thing where if 100% of employees gave something, anything, $1 or $2 a week out of their paycheck to the United Way and committed to that, then he would match everything that the employees gave. Then he upped the game and said, if you donate more than $10 a week, I'll give you an extra day of PTO a year. And then things were getting kind of tight around the COVID era, I believe. And Karl said, if we can get everybody 100% participation, not only will I match the donation, but we will double it. He's the least greedy person I've ever met.
I like people who are quiet about their leadership and giving back to the community, and he's deeply invested in the community.
If you're sitting in a meeting and you're looking around the table and you're looking at somebody that is intently focused and listening, I'm like listening to the conversation and I'm probably 3 steps ahead on the next thing in my head, squirreling, ADD, but not Karl. Karl's like totally focused on what you're saying. He's listening.
The solutions that Karl has come up with over the years that are something that I would never have thought of or others would never have thought of. You think he's not paying attention, he's looking around the room, and the fact is he's really concocting something entirely different, and he's come at it not just out of the box, but just from an entirely different perspective that you wouldn't think of. I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for Karl.
If I think of somebody that I like, somebody that takes care of their people, their internal people, their work people, their family, their friends, their community, somebody that deserves respect but doesn't demand respect, stands in a room, can drink and have a beer with you and be a good person, but also stand up, and when they speak, you want to stop and listen because what they say deserves your respect in your ear and adds value to conversation. And to me, that's Karl Milliron.
Many of the world's problems have been solved over a cold beer with Karl Milliron.